Yo, what's up, guys? I just got done watching a dreadful episode of TNA iMPACT Genesis. It was so bad. I don't know how they could even say this was a free pay-per-view. It was pretty much a worse than an average impact times 100, to be honest, except maybe the final moments, but I'll get to that later. Well, I started off with a clean slate with TNA. Last time I watched them was Bound for Glory, so I didn't really know what the recent storylines are. So yeah, I heard American Wolves might be showing up tonight, so I'll go and check out the show. It's Genesis also, so maybe they'd have something cool, something different than what I've been hearing about. So yeah, it's a free pay-per-view on Spike, or so they say. But so I decided to check it out and give it a try again. Well, that was a bad idea on my part. I wasted 2 hours of my time watching this show. The first 30 minutes was terrible. All it is was talk. They only have so much amount of time. They have 2 hours. They spend 30 minutes talking, just rambling and stuff. And that set up a 12-man tag match, which was pretty much a huge clusterfuck. But yeah, that crap was terrible. Probably the best part of the show, in my opinion, was Mr. Anderson versus Bully Ray. I don't know, it was mildly entertaining. Anderson had some lighter fluid that he was going to pour on the table, but or at least actually Bully Ray brought it out, and then Anderson actually poured it onto the table, and then Bully Ray grabbed him, pile drove, gave him a pile driver, I guess is the best way to say it. Then he won that match. That was probably the best point of impact right there. But yeah, so you got that. I don't know if that was before or after a segment by Velvet Sky and Chris Sabin, and then Austin Aries too. Austin Aries made this watchable at least. Sabin's okay on the mic, but Velvet Sky is just annoying. It's an annoying bitch, but yeah, Aries made that pretty entertaining. I think he said pigeon pie or something like that. No, that was pretty funny. That got a pop for me. But yeah, so I guess next week they're doing like they're putting Velvet in a cage or something, and they're fighting for who gets her pretty much, or at least she said she'll leave Sabin if he loses, which pretty much means she'll be going to Aries. But I don't know. I just don't know. That cage match scheduled for next week, which is pretty much Bound for Glory Part 2. But yeah, I think sometime after that we got I don't know, I can't remember, but all I know is that like an hour and 40 minutes into the show, we finally get to see the American Wolves. Finally, I've waited an hour 40 minutes to see this. And guess what? They give it to us for 30 seconds. Fuck you, TNA. Come on, man. You gotta do better than that. 30 seconds. Couldn't have had a better backstage thing than that. I'm weird. But at least they say they'll be there next week again, which makes me kind of want to watch. Oh yeah, and then there's another part where right at the end there's a new investor, I guess, in TNA, and Dixie somehow didn't know about it. So I guess that's going to be a big storyline in the future. I'm willing to bet his last name's Jarrett and his first name's Jeff. He's just been trolling us the whole time, maybe. I don't know. But maybe Jeff Jarrett versus Dixie Carter, like that type of feud where they all get their own stables and everything. But you know, TNA and their stables, it's just meh, just not good at all. So that's what that'll mean in the future, maybe. But yeah, and then I think we get Kurt Angle segment, and then Dixie Carter comes out. They talk like usual, and then I forgot what happens, but somehow Bobby Roode gets in there and hits Angle with something. I can't even remember his finisher anymore. I don't even remember if it was his finisher that he actually used, but Angle was down. They got him off. Then they announced that the cage match that was advertised for months for this particular show, which probably pissed off Bama, or was it Bama? I think they were in Alabama. Probably pissed off the crowd. So they got the steel cage match for next week. And yeah, that was that. And then we get to the main event. The match was terrible. They had Rockstar Spud as the ref. Then Magnus made a run-in at the end. Can't remember that either. It was just boring. I can't remember jack. I feel like I have Alzheimer's. Really, that's what the show made me feel like. And at the end, all I remember is that if you guys remember that at Slammiversary, Sting lost the match to Bully Ray, saying can't have a world title shot. Well, Magnus is giving Sting a chance to win the belt if if Sting loses, then Magnus gets to tear up his contract, and Sting can go to wherever he wants, especially WWE, right, Sting? WrestleMania, maybe? We don't know. But next week, it'll be probably a good show. Good show. You never know with TNA. Why am I saying it's going to be a good show? You never fucking know. Nothing ever makes sense on there. But at least a lot of, like, hyped up stuff. Like, the steel cage match will be hyped up. American Wolves, actually, wrestling will be, great. I don't know. It'll probably be a squash, actually. But, yeah, you at least get that match at the end. Sting versus Magnus. For next week, it's pretty much Genesis Part 2. I mean, it's too good of a card from what it looks like right now, but I know TNA will let me down, so I'm not 100% sure I'm going to watch, but I kind of want to just to make fun of them again, maybe. That's all I really want to do today on Twitter and stuff. And I'm reading a lot of people, everyone hates TNA now, or again, I mean, a lot of famous YouTubers on here, well, not famous, but I mean, like, people that have been doing it for a while, been all making fun of them on Twitter and stuff. It was pretty funny. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure I'm going to watch next week. But yeah, just leave me your thoughts on it. Leave a comment, please. Yeah, leave me your thoughts. Please like this. Please subscribe. And I will talk to you guys later.